Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, July 3rd, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, authorities suspect foul play in connection with a death of a young Tullahoma woman whose partially burned body was discovered by a passing motorist early Monday morning. Several new state laws went into effect on Sunday. A Tullahoma man is charged with the stabbing death of Tullahoma High School graduate Megan McGinn. He faces an August hearing in Coffee County General Sessions Court. And we'll bring you video from the Tullahoma Kiwanis Club air show and fireworks display. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Kayla Thompson. For the past 15 years, you viewed my father's commercials and watched us grow up. We're here today to say thank you for your continuous support and introduce the new faces of Thompson Ford.
Lori,
Josh,
Olivia,
Nick,
Michael, Nathan.
Even though some of us are going off to college or moving away, we just wanted to say that you can always count on a Thompson to be a part of the community. Come and see us at Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Thank you.
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico. Citizens Tri-County Bank has offices in Tullahoma, and for your banking convenience, offices all across this region. At Citizens Tri-County Bank, we listen when you tell us what you want in banking. So at our beautiful new Tullahoma downtown office at 201 North Jackson Street, enjoy the kids' playroom, home-like fireplace sitting area, drive-up 24/7 ATM, ample parking, and lighted and camera-monitored drive-thrus. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need.
Our office used to look like this, but now with my paper-free office from RJ Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
we're not totally paper-free, right?
My paper-free office from RJ Young. It's that easy.
Welcome back. Authorities suspect foul play in connection with the death of a young woman whose partially burned body was discovered by a passing motorist early Monday morning. A spokesman for the Franklin County Sheriff's Department says the driver was approaching the Awalt Bridge on Timms Ford Lake when he noticed what he thought was just a grass fire. The victim, who was identified as Megan Sharpton, is described as a white female with dark hair between the ages of 18 and 25. The body has a tattoo of stars on the back of the neck and another tattoo on the top of the right foot. The TBI has joined into the investigation.
And anyone with any information about that crime should contact 1-800-TBI-FIND. Tennesseans will pay a little less on sales tax on food, but they will have to prove they are drug-free to receive welfare benefits under the new legislation that took effect Sunday. The state sales tax on food drops from 5.5% to 5.25%. That will save average families about $100 a year in food bills. Republicans controlling the General Assembly say they want to lower food sales tax by 5% over the next 2 years. New welfare recipients will be screened for suspicion of drug use under those new laws. Those suspected will be required to undergo a drug test before receiving benefits. Other new laws make it a felony to sell synthetic drugs known as bath salts and require working carbon monoxide detectors in leased recreational vehicles.
Governor Bill Haslam says his administration is still waiting through the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, but isn't sure whether the state ruling will mean lower cost. TNReport.com spoke with the governor at his residence last Friday.
Obviously, I was not a fan of the health care plan, and I've been upfront about that, and mainly because I don't think it's addressing the cost issue or the need for us to be responsible for our health care. And so those are the two big, and it's adding to, I think, long-term, financial situation that's bad for the country. That being said, it's a 200-page document. We literally have been trying to wade through, like, what does this mean for Tennessee? One of the significant pieces of news for us was the Supreme Court saying states can't be forced to expand their coverage of who's covered with Medicaid. So we're trying to figure out what does that mean for us, and it's a little early for us to say that right now.
Is it clear to say that you're worried about spending in the states over this? I mean, like, it's a huge concern.
Initially, if our estimates are it would cost us $250 and $350 million more a year to cover everyone. We don't really know yet what we're going to do or what that cost would be, but the cost impact to the state is very significant.
Now,
Let me go to Chas and I'll come back.
You ended your statement with talking about this in November. I mean, do you really feel like Governor Romney's the right guy to carry this, considering he put forward a very similar plan in Massachusetts?
Well, I think he is. I think Governor Romney has said he's committed to the repeal of the act. So, I've had that conversation with him personally, and I'm convinced that he means that.
Now, you've been a supporter of Romney, and you've been against Obamacare. That's not a secret, but your statement kind of came out on the Tennessee website, which is that supposed to be on that kind of format because it's the official state website?
Well, it is. As the governor, people want to know what you think about things, and so when they ask questions, I thought, okay, I didn't send it out on state email to all of our employees or anything, but as the governor, people say, what do you think? Well, that's what I think about it.
Governor, there are some Republicans who are talking about trying to resurrect this health care compact that they had pushed in the legislature last year and this year, which would allow basically the state to take over all federal health care in Tennessee, including Medicare. Do you like that?
Well, I don't know that we have both the means or the ambition to take over all federal health care in the state, I think there'd be some cost concerns around that as well for the state.
What about the healthcare exchange? Is the state prepared to do that without special session?
I think we are. The timetable we're working off of now, we think wouldn't allow us to make, we wouldn't have to make a hard decision on exchanges until January, according to everything the information that TennCare has now. So we're continuing down that path to be prepared for the exchange.
I thought it was January 1st you had to show that they had a testable system. Made the decision.
I think we think, and I'll go back and check with Darren Gordon at TennCare. Darren thinks that we can prove that we have a testable system with the funds that we have now before having to commit to putting a full exchange in place.
Is there anything in the opinion that makes you think that maybe the federal government should be taking on more of the burden of putting together these exchanges, or why should Tennessee be putting together?
I continue to think this. We're the ones always saying, hey, we want more state authority over that. We think we should block grant Medicaid to the states. So I feel like if we're saying we want more authority, and this is an area they've said, we'll give you some authority over the exchange and how that works, that we ought to take that. I firmly believe we can run things better than the federal government can.
A Tullahoma man charged with the stabbing death of Tullahoma High School graduate Megan McGinn faces an August hearing in Coffee County General Sessions Court. Thomas Edward Allen, age 20, is charged with first-degree murder in connection with the March slaying of McGinn, age 19. The victim's body was found at her home on Harton Boulevard. Authorities say she had been stabbed multiple times. The Saturday Independent reports a hearing for Allen on Thursday was rescheduled to August 28th. Winchester police alerted Tullahoma investigators after Allen showed up at a Winchester emergency room with suspicious injuries. He is being held in the Warren County Jail under a $2.1 million bond.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Hello, Trent McNabb here, welcoming you to the brand new showroom at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma. And here's something they don't have across town. Come check out our brand new state-of-the-art service drive.
Hello, Trey McNabb here, General Manager of Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep. My little brother gets a new building. I get ceiling tiles and a sign. You know what that means to you? Come see me.
You've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Hello, I'm Jim Woodard from Woodard's Diamond Showroom. Some think that since we're a single store operation, we don't have the buying power of the mega chain or department stores. Woodard's is a part of the Master IJO Jewelers, the world's largest jewelry buying group. This gives us the power of $800 million in sales. You get the best of both worlds, the buying power of a major with the customer service of a hometown jeweler. Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
Sweltering heat substantially reduced the size of the crowd at the Tullahoma Kiwanis Club Air Show and Fireworks display last Friday night, but those in attendance seem to have had a great time. Channel 6's Andrew Todd brings us this video.
Have you heard about the lonesome loser, beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time? Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. Sit down, take a look at yourself. Don't you wanna be somebody? Someday somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up, or you can't run and hide. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? Given by the Queen of Hearts every time. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. Unlucky in love, that's what they say. He lost his head and gambled his heart away. He still keeps searching, though there's nothing left. He's taken his heart and lost, and now he's gotta pay the cost. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? Given by the Queen of Hearts every time. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? He's a loser, but he still keeps on trying. That's okay, he smiles and says, though his loneliness is driving him crazy. He don't know what's in his head, but if you look very close, you'll see it all. Yeah. Sit down, take a look at yourself. Don't you wanna be somebody? Someday somebody's gonna see inside. You have to face up, or you can't run and hide. Have you heard about the lonesome loser? Beaten by the Queen of Hearts every time.
The Kiwanis Club also announced their annual Volunteer of the Year award prior to the event. Bob Payne brings us this report.
At this time, we want to salute one of our own, World War II veteran and a longtime Kiwanis member and a past president, as a matter of fact, Mel Hensley. Let me tell you a few things about him. He was born in 1923 in Prosper, Collin County, Texas, and he was raised there. In June of 1941, he joined the United States Navy and trained at the U.S. Naval Base in San Diego, California, and was assigned to the USS Wharton in August of 1941, actively involved in the transporting of Marines to and from Pearl Harbor, from San Francisco. As a matter of fact, while he was transporting some Marines and supplies to San Francisco, Pearl Harbor was attacked, and he arrived back there just a few days after the attack. He operated with the 3rd and 5th Fleets, protecting our aircraft carriers, and participated in the following World War II campaigns. Now listen to this: Solomon Islands, the Marshall Islands, Guam, Iwo Jima, Leyte Gulf, the Aleutian Islands, the Philippine Islands, and Okinawa. He was discharged from the Navy on October 12, 1945, enrolled in college in January 1946, and he married Bobby Evelyn Harris, also from Henderson, Texas, who is standing to his immediate right. He graduated from Texas A&M University. I didn't know you were an Aggie, with a BS degree in engineering and a commission in the Army Reserves. He and Bobby have 2 sons, Neil and Larry. He is past president of the Tullahoma Kiwanis Club and a member for over 30 years service. He's retired from the AEDC. He's private pilot, SEL, amateur radio license, and is a registered PE. And I think he may want to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us honor the great Mel Hensley.
Thank you all for being here to this honor. I wasn't really expecting it, but I appreciate your efforts, your loyalty, and your patriotism. One thing I'd like to leave you with, I'm looking for one word or one sentence to say. The songs that were sung before kind of amplified what I'm going to say. God bless the USA.
Mel Hensley, a true American hero. Let's hear it again for him.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
This is J.D. Oliver here at the Smokehouse on Monteagle Mountain. My sisters Betsy, Nancy, and I'd like to thank you for supporting our family business for over 50 years.
Hello, this is Stella Parton, and I am standing here right in the middle of Jim Oliver's Smokehouse restaurant. But you need to come in here. We just got through doing a show. We also have a music scene going on here, and I want to invite you to come down because it is your mountain destination. Music on the Mountain in Monteagle, Tennessee.
My name's Betsy Oliver. I'm the kitchen manager here. We serve a lot of ribs and barbecue and fried chicken.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer, and I just want to let everybody know to stop in at the Smokehouse if you're ever on your way to Chattanooga or Nashville. They not only have a great gift shop, awesome food, great entertainment on Saturday nights, but beautiful cabins to stay in. Check it out.
Make the Smokehouse your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 84 lodge rooms and 20 timber frame log cabins. Look around our trading posts and eat in our delicious restaurant. Enjoy music on the mountain every Saturday night featuring the best of Nashville. Our family hopes to see you this year at Jim Oliver Smokehouse.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical health care facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
Welcome back. The Manchester mayoral candidates appeared on Tom Corrington's Grassroots show last Thursday. Let's watch some of the highlights.
Election is coming up on Thursday, August the 2nd. Our 4 candidates for mayor of Manchester. We're going to let each one of them introduce themselves to you. And we might as well start with Betty again so we can run down the line.
I'm Betty Superstein. I would appreciate your support for becoming mayor again for 4 more years of Manchester.
Okay, Claude?
I'm Claude Morris. I'm a retired Air Force officer and Vietnam veteran. I have more than 40 years of management and budget experience, and I would appreciate the opportunity to work for you as mayor of Manchester, and I appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm Stella McCorder, and I would love the opportunity to put my ideas, and especially yours, into Manchester, and thank you for letting me run for the position.
Okay, Lonnie?
I'm Lonnie Norman, and I appreciate your vote, and I promise if you vote for me, you'll have changes in city government that you'll be proud of.
For the past 5 years, has not raised taxes. The first year, they were lowered 20 cents. And I have been mayor now of Manchester for 5 years. And, you know, the fire is just not out. If it was, I wouldn't want to run anymore, but it's still there, and that's why I really want to run, you know, be there for 4 more years.
If you will, some fresh ideas. I have 40 plus years of managing multi-million-dollar budgets, managing functions, helping develop long-range business plans. I helped develop the plan for the center in the early 90s, and I think I can bring some fresh ideas to Manchester.
I have done quite a bit of walking since I started running for mayor, and there's so many empty houses, and it's so sad to see all those houses sitting there empty. And I just want the opportunity to try my best. I think if anybody qualifies for a budget, I do, because I've been there.
I've been a mayor, vice mayor, and alderman for quite a few years, and I think I'm well qualified to do the job again. I want Manchester to be progressive, and I want Manchester to be good because it's my home, and I love Manchester.
And Grassroots airs here on Charter Channel 6 on Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. and Friday night at 8 p.m. Also, don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Shannon Duncan from Tullahoma High School, who will stop by to tell us about a new recognition program they have started for students. Kevin Nee will stop by to tell us about his extraordinary bicycle riding, and we'll have representatives from the Tullahoma Animal Shelter and Coffee County Humane Society who have plenty of animals looking for a good home. All that and more on this week's Living. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Are you looking for a new car dealer that offers no games, no gimmicks, no hassles? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Keith Barnett here today with my nephew Clay to tell you about the all-new 2012 Kia Optima. Yours today for $21,995 after rebates and incentives. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. No games, no gimmicks, no hassles. My question is, tell them, Clay.
Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Life moves fast, but on the internet, it moves at super speed. Like the awesome video that was posted last night. Today it'll be shared, then adored, then parodied, then overexposed. And by tomorrow morning, rediscovered by a whole new generation of users.
Download faster, upload faster, stream faster, and experience life at the speed of internet with high-speed Charter Internet.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley stopped by our studios yesterday to bring us up to date on the recent city board meeting. Let's watch.
Well, I'm pleased to present a summary of the city council meeting
First on the agenda, we were very pleased to recognize the young man that perhaps saved 2 lives. He was on his way to school with his mother and driving down the street and noticed some steam, he thought perhaps steam, coming from a house and decided to take some action. Called 911, the fire department went and arrived on the scene, and sure enough it was a fire. And there were 2 people inside, I think still asleep. And so we recognized the young man for not only his keen sense of awareness, but just as important, his taking action. So we were pleased to recognize Michael Duncan and doing a good job, and very nice young man, very nice family. We also recognized on Monday night at the City Council meeting 3 of the 4 Soapbox Derby winners who are on their way to Akron, Ohio to compete in the National Soapbox Derby Championship. So we wished them well, gave them a certificate, and told them to represent Tullahoma well. Then we got down to the business, city government business, and we passed on 3rd reading the city government budget. There's no tax increase, no property tax increase, no sales tax increase, and still managed to make the bond payments for West Middle School, East Lincoln Elementary, the stadium at the high school, and the auditorium at the high school, along with a number of other things that we hope to introduce during the year as well. So no tax increase in the budget. So that was the highlights of the meeting.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with your weather forecast.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1954 at 98 degrees. Record low was in 1932 at 47 degrees. The average high on this day is 87 and the average low is 66. For tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 71. And some thunderstorms expected on Wednesday. Those are much needed thunderstorms, we might ask. Those are scattered thunderstorms. The high is expected to be 94 and the low is 72. Scattered thunderstorms in your forecast again for Thursday with a high of 95 and a low of 73.
Jim, just wanted to note the passing of Andy Griffith. Was favorite of everybody of multiple generations, and I almost feel like whistling the theme song to go out with it.
Yeah, so, I'm telling you what, we just got that information just a few moments ago. All right, that's our Newsleader report this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night, Mayberry.